I got a special story for you all today. It's Silly Street by Jeff Foxworthy. Let's give it a go. Don't you know? It's this way to Silly Street. This way to Silly Street. Sometimes you're silly and you know that it's true. When you're feeling that way, there are things you can do, like jumping in circles, spinning around. Try to do cartwheels without falling down. You can stand on your head and wiggle your toes, or just walk around with a spoon on your nose. But if you're looking for more, you want something new, I know a cool place that's waiting for you. It's Silly Street. In the heart of the city is a place people meet. It's this and it's that. It's called Silly Street. There are snowballs for sale if you feel like throwing in bubbles to buy. If you feel like blowing, if you like to jump rope, there are plenty to use. There are cots in the shade if you need a snooze. There are frisbees to fling and kites you can fly. If you like to make noise, give the trumpets a try. There are things you'll see there you won't see other places, like flying squirrel circus and pink elephant races. Pink elephant races. Petsapalooza is a must-stop each visit. You'll find dogs and cats. Oh my, what is it? Maybe the pet that you seek is a rabbit. They don't keep them in cages. You'll just have to grab it. Hats and halos. While on Silly Street, if you yearn for a hat, you can find what you need at McDougal and Pratt. And then 10,000 hats and 5,000 caps, toboggans and tiaras and helmets and wraps. There are hats for a cowboy and crowns for a king and halos for angels to wear when they sing. Yeah, costumes and more. When was the last time you dressed like a pig or walked around town with green pants and a wig? Sometimes a costume can make you smile, pretend to be something you're not for a while. You could dress up like a pirate or a parrot, or better yet, things people stare at. And if it sounds like fun, then I know a great store. It's on Silly Street, costumes and more. Odds and End Market. If you should park at the Odds and Ends Market, there's no telling what you might find. Square blocks made of wood and soap that smells good and boots that are one of a kind. You can get some of this and a whole lot of that, and sometimes it's hard to decide. Should you get a pony that eats fried bologna, or a little one that you can ride? Let's check it out on Silly Street. We haven't even talked about Flo's Flower Shop. I think we should stop, talk. If you should stop at Flo's Flower Shop and check out the daisies in back. Some that are white and some that are blue and some that are yellow and black. Smell orchids and roses, just follow your nose as it takes in the smells that abound. Find a tub full of tulips and pots packed with pansies and lilies that sell by the pound. Magic? Maybe. There used to be a magic store run by a man with a big old beard, and he pulled out his wand, he gave it a wave, and poof, the whole store disappeared. Are you hungry? Daffy Dave's Diner. If you get hungry, because why would you not, then Daffy Dave's Diner just might hit the spot. Eat tomatoes, potatoes, turkey that's basted. Mama's made meatloaf is the best I've tasted. The waitress is Dottie, she talks really loud. Her hair is big and white like a cloud. Her husband is Corky, he works as a cook. If you don't clean your plate, he'll give you that look. The House of Clocks, it doesn't make sense. We'll read about it, we'll rap about it. At Mel's House of Clocks, they only sell socks, which makes me ask one thing. What was Mel thinking? He says socks are a thing that make the world sing, cause they're warm and they keep your feet from stinking. At Phil's Giant Pancakes, business is slow. They sold only one. As far as I know, it was fluffy and light, and the taste you can't beat it, but it took 400 people a whole year just to eat it. Got it that time. Got it that time. Now we're talking about marbles. I think I lost mine. I think I lost my marbles. Right up here. If you lost all your marbles and you need to get more, I suggest you try Mr. Mark's Marble Store. Mark has more marbles than you've ever seen, in yellow and orange and 10 shades of green. And some look like glass and others like wood. By the glow in the dark kind, I think that you should. There are marbles so big, there are marbles quite small. Some of them look like a tiny eyeball. Eyeball. Now that's just weird. Feeling silly, I always am. If you're feeling silly, and I know that you are, you should buy a balloon from old Gavin McGar. He has some that are long, and some that are round, and some you can ride and fly all over town. That reminds me of a hot air balloon. Butterflies. One thing you must see is the butterfly tree where thousands of butterflies light. Their wings look like leaves and they flap in the breeze, and when they leave it's a rainbow in flight. Bubblegum tree. Can't chew it. Don't do it. There used to be a bubblegum tree on the corner of Silly and White, but the birds picked it clean. 'Twas a sight to be seen. There were crows blowing bubbles in flight.